So after you have estimated a regression line, or in other words, after you have added a trend line to your data, what you can do is you can draw a histogram. Now, what is the point of drawing a histogram? The point of drawing a histogram is to see how the data is distributed. Now, when we look at the data, we see that, it starts with, let's say, the delays start at around minus, 20, 30, something like that. And you can have delays up to 3 hours or more. Okay, but the delays are not uniformly distributed. Most of them are clustered around here. So what does the distribution of these delays look like? Okay, now for that we can draw a histogram. Okay, now the histogram groups delays into buckets. So for example, I'm interested in how many flights arrived 15 minutes early, or 15 minutes late, or 30 minutes, 40, etc. Okay, so I need to come up with a list of buckets or bins for grouping the data. Okay, now for the bins, I need to know the minimum and the maximum. In other words, I need to know where the lowest bin should start or the highest bin should go up to. Okay, so for that, you can click anywhere, say equal, min, open parentheses. I click here, and I hold down Shift and Control together, press up arrow, and press enter. So the smallest observation, the smallest delay is minus 40. So of all the flights on all these dates, the earliest was 40 minutes before the arrival time, scheduled arrival time. Now for the largest delay, I say equal max, open parenthesis, I come here, hold down Control and Shift together, up arrow, enter. Okay, so this was the biggest delay. Okay, so I'm just gonna run. You can try different sets of bins. Okay, so at first I'm just gonna say, okay, minus 30, minus 15. So I'm gonna try 15-minute bins. Okay, you can try 20-minute bins, 10-minute bins, etc., depending on your data and depending how good it looks. So in this case, I'm interested in bins that are 15 minutes in size. I click the 2. I bring the cursor on this right lower corner, and I click and drag. Okay, so that gives me bins that are 15 minutes in size. Okay, so and then I click on the data tab. Okay, I just realized I forgot to install the toolbox add-ins. Let me quickly do that. I want these 3. Okay. So I click on the data analysis, click on histogram, say OK. So I need to tell Excel where my data is and where my bins are. Okay. So I click here, input range, click here, which is the bottom of data. So Shift, Control, and up arrow. So, and then I need to tell Excel where my bins are. For the bins, I come down here, the bins are here. I'm just gonna select the bins. Okay. So, and then I have selected the labels also. For the output range, now at this point, make sure that you don't mess your data and bin range. Click here. I want to see the output, I don't know, here. I'm just going to randomly pick a place. And now that I have my data bins, output range, I want to see the chart output as well as the cumulative percentage. Okay, so I click OK. Now I have both. Okay, so what I do is, okay, so what this tells me is I have delays that are less than minus 30 minutes, more than 30-minute early arrivals, and there are 9 of them. Okay, now 58 of the arrivals are early by minus 15 minutes and 30 minutes. Okay, so 58 arrivals are between minus 30 and minus 15 minutes. 73 arrivals are between 0 and minus 15. 37 are between 0 and 15. So delays of 15 minutes or less. Okay. Now there are 0 delays between 90 and 75 minutes, but there are 6 arrivals that are more than 90 minutes late. Okay, that's what this means. Okay, so I enlarge the chart here, and so what this red line shows me is the cumulative. We're going to talk about it later. Okay, for now I'm just going to select it and press delete. Okay, so now what this shows me is how often I see each type of delay. Okay, so these are very rare, but most of them are here. Okay, now what is the cumulative? Now I need to go back. I just deleted the cumulative delays, so I just click Control Z, which undoes my latest last action. So what excuse me, what this shows me is that 40%, 30%, these are the total amount of observations. Okay, so if I look at 0, okay, this data point shows me everything less than 0. Okay, this shows me everything less than 15, less than 30. Okay, the same can be read off here. Okay, so everything less than 15 is 85%. So 85% of my flights are early or less than 15 minutes late. Okay, so in this case I have 90% of flights less than 30 minutes late. Okay, so in terms of being absolute late or early, what I see is, well, about 2/3 of my flights, 67%, are either exactly on time or early. Okay, so a histogram gives you interesting information about the distribution of your data.